Hi, welcome back to Mr. Silver's Math. Today we're going to focus on multiplying binomials by binomials. So this warm-up is getting us ready for what we're going to do today with multiplying binomials by binomials. So the area of a rectangle is length times width, in case you forgot. So question 1 in the warm-up is asking us, if I have this rectangle and it's divided into 4 parts, I need to find the area of each rectangle. Well, to find the area, looks like it says right here, length times width. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 4 is 4. So I found the area of each rectangle. And it's asking for the area of the large rectangle. Well, to find the area of the large rectangle, you add the 4 smaller ones together. So number 2, same thing, but now I have one side that I don't know. So I still do the same thing to find the area. It's still length times width. So 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 5 is 10. 1 times x is x, or 1x. 1 times 5 is 5. So there's the area of the smaller ones. And then it says, what is the area of the larger one? So same thing like I did up here. I add all 4 boxes together. 2x plus x plus 10 plus 5. But this time, I don't have all like terms, right? The 2x and the x can combine. Those two are like terms. But the 10 and 15 are like terms as well. Right? Or sorry, 10 and 5 are like terms. They add to give us 15. So I have 15 plus 3x. Okay, these cannot be combined. They are not like terms. One has a variable and one does not. And then the third warm-up is asking us to simplify the following expressions. As long as these are the same base, which they all are, we can add our powers together. So x times x is x squared, y times y is y cubed, and x cubed times x is y to the 4th. So this grid, this area model, it's called an area model, is what we are going to use today to help guide us to getting our multiplication of binomials. It is just an organizational tool. You do not have to use it. However, all of the examples today do have this area model grid set up to help you. So if that is hindering your ability, then just cross it off and write it on a separate sheet of paper. Either way, whether you use this model or not, you should get the same answer. So it says multiply the expression. I have x plus 3 times x plus 2. So think about what we did in the warm-up. To find the area of a rectangle, we did length times width. Well, in this case, my length is x plus 3, and my width is x plus 2. Now, really, those two could be switched. It doesn't matter. But the point is I'm going to multiply this by this. So I need to create that. Right? X and then a 3, an x and a 2. So this is one set of factors. What's in parentheses is one set of factors, x and 3. My other set of factors is x plus 2, so x and 2. Now the x plus 2 and the x plus 3 can be switched. It doesn't matter. You're going to get the same answer. So now that I have those identified, those lengths, I go ahead and I find the area of each rectangle, just like we did in the warm-up. X times x is x squared, 3 times x is 3x, 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 3 is 6. And I write those areas out. X squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. Right, so that was steps for success number 2. Rewrite all answers you have in the boxes. Step 3 says collect the like terms. So I have my like terms. I underline them. 3x plus 2x gives me 5x. And then the x squared was still there, and so is the 6. So if you were to multiply x plus 3 times the quantity x plus 2, you would get x squared plus 5x plus 6. Now example 2 is the same thing. They're all just different numbers. The concept, the organization is all the same. Multiply your binomials. I chose to put the b and the 3 up top, and the b and the 4 on the left. Once again, you can switch those factors around. You can have b plus 3 over here and b plus 4 up top. Doesn't matter. So in red is what I multiplied, and then in blue is what I got after I did the product, found the product. So then I got a b squared plus 3b plus 4b plus 12, collected my like terms, and got b squared plus 7b plus 12. Now, letter B is a little bit different because now it says w minus 4. 4, all of our numbers have always been positive. Positive 3, positive 2, positive 3, positive 4. That negative has to carry into the area model. So the w minus 4, you have to have the minus 4, otherwise you're changing the problem. So w times w is w squared. W times negative 4 is negative 4w. 3 times w is 3w, and 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. And remember, you guys can use your calculators to help guide you. So 3 times negative 4 should be negative 12. Use your calculator to help you get the correct answer. I list all my areas from each rectangle, and I add my middle ones together because those are my like terms, and I get a negative w in the center. So w squared minus w minus 12. Remember, my answer has to be in standard form. My largest degree is going to be first, and then the next largest, and so on and so forth. Letter C is the same idea. Z minus 8, so I have a Z and a minus 8, and a Z and a minus 5. That negative sign has to carry with it for both the 8 and the 5. I multiply, write out all my areas from all 4 boxes, and combine like terms. Letter E and F look similar, but they also look different. I'm still multiplying, but this time I have 2d plus 3 times the quantity 2d minus 4. I'm not changing what we're doing, just I have a coefficient in front of my variable now. Well, that's not 1. So I do the same thing. 2d, positive 3, 2d, negative 4. Remember, you still have to take that negative with it. And I just multiply again. 2d times 2d is 4d squared. 2d times 3 is 6d. 2d times negative 4 is negative 8d. And then negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. So I find all of the areas. I write them all out, collect like terms, and here's my answer. As always, the best way to start mastering math is to practice and do practice problems, do examples. Practice makes permanent. Once again, this area grid model is just an organizational thing. You do not have to use it. I can teach you another way to multiply. It's called double distribution. If you wanted to learn that, I'm more than happy to teach that to you at some point. Just ask. So if you have any questions, make sure you do ask. Otherwise,